What is going on, everybody? Got a little magic, stuff to open today. Got an Aetherdrift bundle. Haven't opened any Aetherdrift yet. Got an Aetherdrift collector booster and 3 jumpstart boosters. If you only care about the big pulls, I will put the times in the bottom, in the top of the comments, top of the description. You can skip to just see the big pulls. I'm gonna go through not so much the jumpstart cards, but I'm gonna go through the Aetherdrift cards. Kind of slow. I haven't opened any of the set. I haven't looked at any of the sets. Spoilers. So I'm curious to see a little bit about the start your engine mechanic, a little bit about the um, cards that were included. Probably be looking up values while I go. Just gonna have fun with it. Don't pay attention to how stupidly I open these jumpstart boosters because ooh, landfall. I like landfall. That makes me excited. I like to put them back in the jumpstart boosters. I don't know why. I don't actually play jumpstart with anybody, but maybe one day I will. And when I do, I'll be ready. Look at this. They're all opened. I got a big old stack under that too. But anyways, so we're ready to go. We got top loaders. We got penny sleeves. Let's see what we got in here. Let's check out. First, we'll look at bookworms. I already got bookworms like 5 times, so see if we got anything super exciting in here. Teferi's Ageless Insight. I don't think I've gotten this before. If you draw a card except the first one you draw, each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. Oh, that's kind of cool. Couple of uncommon, Reckless Scholar, Fairy Vandal. Move my fucking cards down a little bit so you can actually see them. Sir Eleonora the Discerning. His power is equal to number of cards in your hand. And just draw a card. Your opponent's cast spells your opponent's cast that target Sir Eleonora costs 2 more to cast. Okay. When this becomes a target of spell, I readily sacrifice it. When it dies, draw a card. A 1-drop 1/3. Turtle. It's a nice little turtle. Okay, Reckless Scholar or Bookworms, whatever. Nothing super exciting there. I don't think I had the Teferi card already, but you know, it's okay in blue. Not bad. Soaring, another blue. Mix these together. You got a little mono blue jumpstart deck going on. This trash out of the way. Cavalier of Gales. 2 blue, or U. Flying 5/5. When it enters, draw 3 cards. Put top 2 cards from your hand, top of your library in any order. When it dies, shuffle it into its owner's library and scry 2. Okay. A little filtering. Sinette Jelly Drover. Enters a die. When it enters or dies, create a 1/1 blue jellyfish creature token with flying. Creature you control with flying get +1/+1. That's pretty nice. Tide Skimmer. Whenever you attack with 2 or more cards. Creature with flying, draw a card. When Trial of Knowledge enters, draw 3 cards and discard a card. When a cartouche you control enters, return Trial of Knowledge to its owner's hand. I didn't know they had this cartouche thing anymore. I thought that was only in, was it Amonket? The Egyptian one? Egyptian set? I wish I was playing when that came out. It's such a cool set. I got some bulk from it, but probably hit different if you were around when it came out. I can never get these little things. Look at that. I still didn't get it. All right, Landfall. You're my favorite. Don't tell the others. Let's see what you give me here. Ancient Green Warden. 5/7 with reach for 4 green. You may play lands from your graveyard. I like that for my Golgari deck. If a land entering, double triggers. Okay, so double trigger landfall. That's pretty cool. I might actually want to put that just because of the reach alone. I like that, but playing lands from your graveyard, double triggers on landfalls. That might find a home in my Smeagol deck. Sutina, Speaker of the Tajuru, an elf. When it enters the library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Whenever it attacks, you may return a land you own to your owner's control. You do put a +1/+1 counter. That's pretty cool. So it's a fetch with a body attached, but it also gives you ++ when you attack, and return a land. So, top 3 cards of your library, may reveal permanent, put them on the. Put it in your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library, and regain 3 life. Okay. Croson Tusker. Cycling. When you cycle it, you may search your library for a basic land, reveal, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Okay. Retreat to Kazandu. Everybody knows retreat to Kazandu. Little landfall. So that's not too impressive. Ancient Greed Warden's cool. Don't know if that's worth anything. Ancient Green Warden. Let's look it up. We're gonna save the collector booster for last because it's exciting. I already mentioned this in the beginning, but if you just want to see the cards, I'll put the timestamp at the bottom. You don't have to watch me. That's $7. Not too bad. $7.25. You don't have to watch me open stuff. If you want to hang out, cool. If you don't want to hang out, I will have the big hits. I'll hold them all up at the end. I guess Ancient Green Warden, $7. I mean, put that in there. Why not? All right, here's the Aetherdrift bundle. Oversized spin down, some foil lands, 9 14 card boosters. I mean, 14 card. Yeah, 14 card boosters. I haven't had enough coffee today. Alt art foil lumbering world wagon. That's a lot of words. And a collector. Collector? Card box. I don't know. Everything's collector nowadays. So there's the art. Whee! Goblin boy. All right, let's see what we get in here. That's a very satisfying rip. Put that off to the side. There's our. Whoa. There's our box. Here's a little advertisement. Mad Max style. Aether Rangers. Classed by a racing team. Speed Demons. Guidelight Voyagers. Alakarian Quick Beasts. Ooh, art. Beautiful. Champions of Amonkhet. Speaking of Amonkhet. And this cool looking thing. All right. Try to throw it away. It came back. All right. Aetherdrift. Da, 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 da. Here's our box. The giant magic symbol. Same art on both sides. And here is our bundle with some nice little punch outs. Magic symbol. It's kind of a little like racing flag, but it's kind of not. Cool looking goblin boy. Or girl. Or non-binary. I don't know. Goblin something. Giant spin down. I like this blue. Where's the flag? There it is. Pretty. We got 9 of these. With, I'm assuming that's Chandra. Sean? Chandra. United States. Cool. So these I can just rip right open and they have a nice flow to them. The trash out of here. Spot Cycle Scouter. When it enters Sky 2, crew 1, 2 for a 3/2. Magma Can Artillerist. Discard 1 or more cards. Creature does how much. Ooh. Creature does how much damage to each opponent. Cool. Recycle this card, does 1 damage to each opponent. Chitin Gravestalker. 1 less cast for each artifact and or creature card in your graveyard. What? Why does this look so weird? Is that my camera? My camera messing up? I feel like my camera's messing up. Okay. Well, that's really expensive, too. That's why it costs 1 less cast for each artifact or creature in your graveyard. Let's see. Bestow Greatness. Look how happy that doggo is. Target creature gets +4/+4, gains trample end of turn, so it's like a giant growth with a different name and gives you a little bit extra. Hull Drifter. Flying when it enters, draw 2 cards, crew 3. Scrap Compactor. Sacrifice, deals 3 damage to target creature. Sacrifice, destroy target creature or vehicle. Dynamite Diver. Goblin Pilot. Look at that. That looks cool. What? Creature saddle. This creature saddles, mounts, and crews vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. So it's 3. When it dies, deals 1 damage to any target. Gastel Raider. Start your engine. I think that's the first start your engines we've seen. Start your engines. Vampire Rogue. When a creature enters, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an instant or sorcery. Discards that card. And at max speed, it gets +1/+1 and has menace. All right. First uncommon. Diversion Unit. Flying. Sacrifice it. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 3. Rangers, Aether Hive. Vigilance, we cast Exhaust ability. Creature, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature stuck with flying. Crew 1, 3/5. Cloud Spire Captain. Little Speed Racer vibe going on there. Human pilot mounts vehicles you control it +1/+1. Creature saddles, mounts, and cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. So 4. Ovia Automech Artisan. Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. That's a cool ability. Tap for a forest. You may put a creature or vehicle card from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay. If you put an artifact onto the battlefield this way, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. I mean, that seems pretty good. You can put a creature or a vehicle just onto the battlefield, and it gives everybody attacking your opponent's trample. Ovia. Watch, this is going to be a bulk rare. It's going to be like 20 cents. $1. $1.30. I like the alt art here. Whoops. I like the alt art. Why is this one... Why does that look like that? Is that a special treatment in this set? You're worth a whole dollar, you get a penny sleeve. That's how this works. Light Shield Parry. Target creature gets +2/+2 to end of turn, cycling 2. Alright, we'll put our special treatments, island, our lands, our tokens, and then what were these? These are commons and uncommons. Commons, uncommons. Alright, let's go a little faster. Let's start our engines. Whoa, that one opened up pretty easily. Glitch Coast Surveyor. Flying. Start your engines. Max speed 3. Exile this card. Graveyard, draw a card. Rides End. Little Mad Max dystopian future there. 3 less cast. Targets a tapped permanent. Exile target creature or vehicle. Very on brand. Magmakin Artillerist. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, creature deals that much damage. Oh, we've seen this guy. Deathless Pilot. Creature saddles mounts 2 or greater. Blah, blah, blah. Greater. We're 2 greater. Turns card from your graveyard to your hand for 4. Ugh, that is a zombie pilot. He's not looking very zombie-ish. Bestow Greatness, bounce off, return target creature or vehicle to his hand for 1. Ticket Tortoise. When this enters, if an opponent controls more lands than you, create a treasure token. Be a fun little flicker effect. Racer's Scoreboard, start your engines. When this artifact enters, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Max speed. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. That's pretty dope. Cloud Spire Coordinator. In Boros. I might be able to put this in my Boros deck. When this creature enters, scry 2. Tap to create X 1/1 colorless pilot creature tokens, where X is the number of mounts and or vehicles that enter the battlefield under your control this turn. The tokens have this token, blah, 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 2 greater. Nope, that does not really fit in my Boros deck, because it's understandably vehicle themed. Mine is not. That is some cool art. What is that little guy? Is that a bear? Is that a bunny? What is that guy? Haunted Hellride. Whenever you attack target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Untap it. Oh, I like that. Put these commons with the commons. Plow Through. A 1 mana, a 1 forest sorcery. Target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls or destroys target vehicle. Spectacular Pile Up. All creatures and vehicles lose indestructible to end of turn, then destroy all creatures and vehicles. Oh, I like that. And it has cycling too. A board wipe that removes indestructible first and then destroys all of the creatures. I bet you this is worth very little, though. Board wipes are not usually worth much. Spectacular Pile Up. 41 cents. But you're going to go in a special pile that I haven't created yet called Playable, because that's probably going to go somewhere in one of my decks. 5-mana board wipe's not bad. With the cycling, I like it a lot. Thundering Broodwagon. Golgari, you've already got my attention. Menace and Reach 6/5. When it enters, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Why don't we just stop right there? Let's stop right there. Boom. When it enters, destroy target non-land permanent opponent controls. Yes. Yes, please. With mana value 4 less. Oh. Okay. Cycling, though. Cycling on a lot of the cards I've seen so far. Crew 3, 6, 5. I like the reach. I like the destroy. I wish it was not mana 4 or less. Double swamp, double forest makes it a little harder. Not terribly harder, but a little harder. Rugged Highlands, when enemies gain 1 life. An art card. What is this? Is this an alt art Hazaret Godseeker? Look at that. That is really cool. All right. All right. Gosh. Hey, at least they made these easier to open. I don't remember what set it was that I was opening, but I couldn't get them open. Like Bloomburrow, Duskmourn, something. Leonin Surveyor. During your turn, this creature has first strike, max speed. Exile this card from your graveyard, draw a card. Interesting. Lightning Strike. Look at that art. This is cool art. Who did this? Who did this? Steve Ellis? Steve. You're killing it, Steve. Lightning Strike deals 3 damage to any target. I like it. Costs 2, so it's not quite what I want, but I like it. Siphon Fuel. Target creature gets -6/-6 till end of turn. You gain 2 life. Oh, man, the art's so good. Silken Strength. Flash for a 1 forest. 1 green. Enchant creature or vehicle. When it enters untap enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent gets +1/+2 and has reach. I like it. I like it. Flood the engine. Enchant creature or vehicle. When the aura enters, tap enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Camera launcher. Okay. Artifact creature with exhaust 3. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Trip up. Target non-land permanent's owner puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. Cycling 2. Sheffet? Sheffet Archfiend. Really, really cool art. There's a flying demon 5/5. When it enters, all other creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Cycling 2. Very expensive. 5 black. Oof. Gastel Thrillseeker. Rakdos. When the creature enters, deals 1 damage to target opponent, you gain 1 life. And when it has start your engines, and when it has max speed, it's Death Touch and Haste. Woof. Terrian World Tyrant. A dinosaur ooze. It's a weird looking goo boy. It's just a 9/7. That's it. The Fang Druids call it the World Tyrant, for it has consumed entire ecosystems that it keeps suspended in its core, in its gooey belly. To look upon it is to see the world as it was eons ago. What a gooey boy. Tune up. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If it's a vehicle, becomes an artifact creature. Kind of cool. Boommobile. 2 red. When this vehicle enters, add 4 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. With exhaust X, 2 red. This vehicle deals X damage to any target. Put a +1/+1 counter on this vehicle. Activate each exhaust ability only once. Is exhaust? I guess exhaust is new to the set. I was confusing it with exert when I read it the first 3 or 4 times. It is not exert. It is exhaust. Veloheart Bike. When this vehicle enters, you gain 2 life. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. Crew it for 2. I mean, it's an artifact, so it's a mana dork with the ability to attack. Gain 2 life. It's not terrible. I mean, it's green, so it's got to go in green, but I don't know. Mana dorks in green always makes me a little uncomfortable. You can just Kodama's Reach something. Bring in an actual land. Vehicle, crew 1, token artifact, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you're running artifacts, it's good. It gives you a couple life. If you have life gain that matters, okay. It can attack, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I don't think anyone's going to waste an artifact destroy on that. But if they have, in my elf deck, I've got repeatable artifact destruction. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not blown away by it. Don't hate it. Don't love it. Packs are really getting shredded. Light Shield Parry. Pedal to the Metal. Target creature gets +X+0. Gains first strike till end of turn. Deathless Pilot. We saw him. Alacrian Jaguar. Cat Mount. Look at that. That boy. Vigilance. When it attacks while saddle, gets +2/+2 to the end of turn. Saddle for 1. Okay. Bounce off. Ether Jacket. Flying Vigilance. Pay 2 and tap. Sacrifice it. Destroy another target artifacts. Activate only as a sorcery. Trip up. Reef Roads. Did I mess this up? I don't know. We'll find out. Reef Roads. Enter tap unless you control a mount or a vehicle. Tap for an island. Sacrifice this land. Create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with this. Yeah, for saddling. Saddling and crewing. Activate only as a sorcery. Put that over at the lands. Greenbelt Guardian. Forest. Elf Ranger. Tap a forest. Target creature gains trample till end of turn. I like that. Exhaust. Put 3+1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay. I guess exhaust can only apply to that creature. It'd be nice if you could throw the exhaust on something else and then give it trample, but what are you going to do? Also, you can only exhaust once. Emelket Raceway. Sweet. This is like zombie hippos or something. Start your engines. Tap for a colorless. Max speed. Tap target creature gains haste till end of turn. That's kind of cool. On a colorless land. And our rare is a blue artifact. River Churn Monument. 1 and tap. Any number of target players each mill 2 cards. Exhaust for 2 blue and tap. Any number of target players each mill 2. Each mill cards equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. Interesting. So you can be like mill, and then boom, exhaust. Oh, we got another rare. This one's a land. Willow Rush Verge with some sweet art. Tap to add a blue. Tap to add forest. Activate only if you control a forest or an island. These kind of lands are usually worth like a couple dollars. Are you worth a couple dollars? Willow Rush Verge. 477. What did I tell you? I bet you River Churn Monument's not worth jack squat. 26 cents. 477 is not bad. You know what? Or whatever I said. You know what? I'm even gonna give you. I'm gonna give you the first top loader. Look at that. Swoop. Swoop, swoop, swoop. There's a bunch of people out there saying, "Why are you top loading a card that's worth $4?" Makes me feel good. Okay. I want to protect that beautiful art. Set it off to the side. Flood the engine. We already seen that. A little planes. And a zombie. That zombie's ripped. Holy shnikes. Woolly mammoth. Is that a woolly mammoth? It says elephant. I think that's a woolly mammoth. I'm going to say it's a woolly mammoth. So far, we're waiting for the spice. Light Shield Parry, Pedal to the Metal, Chitin Gravestalker, Alacrian Jaguar. We've seen all these cards already. Trinket, Tortoise, we saw that. Mutant Surveyor. +1/+1 until the end of turn. Max speed for 3. Exile this card. Yeah, I think we saw that as well. Spike Shell Harrier. These are all commons. Spike Shell Harrier. When it enters, return target creature or vehicle an opponent controls to its own hand. If the opponent's speed is greater than each other player's speed, reduce that opponent's speed by 1. Oh, this effect can't reduce their speed below 1. Okay. Nesting Bot. Nesting Bot. 1 white. Start your engines. When it dies, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Max speed. It gets +1/+0. There's a lot going on for a 1-drop. It is uncommon. It gives you to start your engines. It gives you a little colorless servo. And it gets a little buff if you have max speed. That's not terrible for a little 1-drop. Fuel the Flames. What are they burning? Ah! Oh, those are they're burning the Amonkhet people's things. Fuel the Flames deals 2 damage to each creature with cycling 2, costs 3. Lagorin, Soul of Alakria. a flying 1/1 for 2, technically for a forest and a plains. Whenever it attacks while saddle, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target mounts and or vehicles. Saddle for 1, and a rare. Ooh, that's not a rare. That's a mythic. Speed Demon. Flying Trample, start your engines, beginning of step. You draw X cards, lose X life, where X is your speed. All right, this card's gonna. They've got to like. This has got to be a card people like. First of all, it's fucking cool. Look at the art. If it was worth money based on art alone, that should be a good card. But it increases your speed if you don't have it. It's got Flying Trample for 5 mana, 5/5, which is already pretty good. I know it's 3 and 2 blacks, but still, 5 mana, 5/5 with Flying and Trample, we're doing okay already. Gives you start your engines, and then you just get to draw cards. Let's see. See if the people like it. 559. All right. I was actually expecting it to be worth a little bit more. Look at this alt art. How is that worth less than the basic art? 467, 559. I want that one. That is fucking cool. All right, 559. You're the best one we've gotten so far. You're the best around. Don't sue me. Speed Demon. Look at that art. That's so cool. I don't even know what that thing is. Look at this guy. All right, interface. Interface Ace. 1 and a white. Creature saddles and blah, blah, blah. Uses toughness rather than his power. Whenever it becomes tapped during your turn, untap it. Okay. Interesting. A little artifact you can tap for free. It's a 0/4, a little big butt blocker, and it saddles for more. That's pretty cool. And it's a premium treatment. A little beautiful little swamp there. And a pilot. A pilot and a zombie. All right, we got 4 more in the bundle. And then we got our collector booster. And then we're done. That's it. That's all my Aetherdrift. I don't know if I'll get any more. Maybe I will. Brightfield Glider. 1 mana, 1/1 common with vigilance. Whenever it attacks while saddled, gives +1/+2 and gains flying. It's got saddle 3. This is a complicated common. There's a lot going on here. 1 mana, 1/1 vigilance. It gets +1/+2 and flying when it's saddled, and it's saddled for 3. I guess the saddle is kind of expensive. Crash and Burn. Destroy target vehicle or deal 6 damage to target creature or planeswalker for 4. Engine Rat. It's a zombie rat. Ooh, I'm going to throw that directly into my rat pile because I'm trying to make a rat deck. And it may go in there. Probably not, but it may. A 1 mana, 1/1 with Death Touch that for 6 can make each opponent lose life. That's kind of cool. Probably not very good as far as costs go, but my rat deck is not going to be very good. So we'll just see what we can stick in there. Run over, cost 1 less, cast if targets a mount or vehicle you control. Deals damage equal to its power, target creature and opponent controls. For 2 mana. Guide Light Optimizer. It's a robot. It's a 2 mana, so 1 and a blue. Tap to add a blue. Spend it only to cast an artifact spell or activate an ability for a 2/1. Analysis. Systems operating at 125% efficiency. Stressed with unexpected tolerances. Exclamatory. Punch it. Broadcast Rambler. 4 and a white for a 5/4 vehicle. When it enters, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter with flying and crew 1. Okay. Dynamite Diver, we saw that. Outpace Oblivion. Look at Chandra. She's having so much fun. 2 and a red enchantment, start your engines. When it enters, deals 5 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. 2 colorless, sacrifice the enchantment, deals 2 damage to each player who doesn't have max speed. Okay. Guide Light Pathmaker. 4 white blue for vigilance, 6/5 a vehicle. When it enters, you may search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it on the battlefield if its mana value is 2 or less. Otherwise, put it into your hand, then shuffle. It's expensive, but I like the tutor ability. Ancient Vendetta. 3 and a black. Choose a card name. Search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with a name and exile them. Then that player shuffles. It's pretty brutal. Broadcast Rambler. We've seen this one already, but this is the alternate art of it in common. Collodin. Triumph Caster. It's a Boros. So red and a white for a 2/3. Mounts and vehicles you control have haste. Whenever a mount you control enters, it becomes saddle until end of turn. Whenever a vehicle you control enters, it becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. That's not terrible. This is kind of like a build. I feel like this is kind of a build around me rare for the set. It gives all your mounts and vehicles haste. They can attack right when they come in. It's red and white, and it's a 2/3. I don't think that's too bad. Probably not worth much, but I don't think it's too bad. Detention Chariot, 4 and 2 white. Whenever this vehicle enters, exile target artifact or creature your opponent controls till this vehicle leaves the battlefield. 6/6, crew 3 with cycling 1 planes. Tranquil Cove. Ooh, nice premium land. When it enters, you gain 1 life. And what is this art? Some of this art is super colorful. What is going on here? He's got a monster truck. Thunderous Velocipede. All right, let's look up Call It In. I bet you he's not worth much. This is a cool card, though. You know, if you... I'm not huge on the artifacts or the vehicles, but if you like them, you know, that could be a fun card to build a deck around. And it is not worth much. It's worth 41 cents. So far, we are quite a bit down on the bundle. That's okay. We're having fun here. Flood the Engine, Right Field Glider, Crash and Burn, Engine Rat, Run Over, Guidelight Optimizer. We've seen all these before. Ticket Tortoise, Haunted Hellride. We saw that as well. Racer's Scoreboard. Start your engines. Draw 2 cards. Oh, yeah, we've seen this one as well. Max, yeah. Nesting Bot. Ranger's Refueler. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, draw a card. Nice. Exhaust 4. Becomes an artifact creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's crew for 2. 2 mana, 3/3. This seems pretty good in this set. I bet you it's not worth much either, but this seems like it would be a pretty cool card to include in a set for Aetherdrift. Yeah, it's worth 10 cents. Actually, this version, this premium version, or this alt art version, is worth 13 cents. Thank you very much. Hey, Lumbering World Wagon. One of these is in here. You can kind of see it right there. This is the alt art. Lumbering World Wagon. 2 in a forest for a star 4. Its power is equal to the number of lands you control. When it enters or attacks, you may search your library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. With crew 4. Crew 4. Yeah, it's a little expensive on the crew. Sky Crash, 1 in a red, destroy target artifact, cycling for 1. Interesting. And that's a premium. All right. 2 more, and then the collector booster. We haven't found the spice yet. Might not be in here. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Hull Drifter. I just got this. So stupid. I've seen it like 3 times. Hull Drifter. Is it, what's it called? Mull Drifter? What's the other one? I think it's Mull Drifter. Mull Drifter? Mull Drifter. Flying. Hull Drifter. 3 blue. Mull Drifter. 4 blue. When it enters, draw 2 cards. You can invoke it. All right, I got it. Took me a while. We got there. We did it, Reddit. Collision Course. 1 in a white. Deals X damage. Target creature where X is the number of permanents you control that are creatures and or vehicles. Or destroy target artifact. Collision Course. Oh, look at that guy. Ah! Crashing. Like he's not going to survive. Ah! All right. Goblin Surveyor. 2 in a red. 3/2 with trample. Start your engines. Max speed. 3 colorless. Exile from your graveyard. Draw a card. It's a little gobbo. Risky shortcut. Draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. Actually, that's not bad. That's playable, I think. That's playable. Isn't there a number of cards that are like you draw 2 cards and lose 2 life? This is you draw 2 cards, everyone loses 2 life. I don't think that's bad. Is it gonna go? I think we might put it right over there in the little. Maybe we might put that in the playable pile. Right. I might put that in a mono black deck. I'm guessing it's worth 15 cents. Risky shortcut. It's worth 7 cents. 7 cents. So it means, someone's playing it. It's worth more than 1 cent or 2 cents. Hazard of the Dunes. 3 in a forest. Trample, reach 4/4 with exhaust. 6 in a forest. Put 3+1/+1 counters on this creature. Mutant Surveyor. Start your engines. We've already seen this boy. Aether Jacket. He's a bee, buzz. Lagarin, we saw you. Carrion Cruiser. Haven't seen you. 2 in a black artifact. Vehicle 3/2. When it enters, mill 2 cards, then return a creature or vehicle card from your graveyard to your hand. That's kind of cool. I like it. Mill 2 and crew for 1. Fuel the Flames. We saw that. Mendicant Core Guide Light. White and a blue artifact creature robot. Its power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. It's got start your engines. And at max speed, whenever you cast an artifact spell, you can pay 1 colorless and copy it. Ooh, boy. That boy. So at least its power is 1. It's artifacts, not artifacts and creatures. This is a cool one too. I don't think it's going to be worth much either. But again, I could see this being a fun one to build around. Yeah, it's $1. Here's the alt art if you're interested. That's obviously cooler than this. But, this is a little dollar card. I'm not huge on blue-white, but that could be a cool card to mess around with. Oh, we got 2 rares in this pack. Basri, Tomorrow's Champion. 1 mana, 1 plains, 2/1. For a plains and tap, you can exert it and create a 1/1 white cat creature token with lifelink. Cycling 2 colorless and a white. Whenever you cycle this card, cats you control gain hexproof and indestructible to end of turn. Ooh. I have a little cat deck that I've been working on. Meow meow. That could be fun in there. Another card that I doubt is worth much money. The only thing that I don't like about it is he's not a cat. I want the cards in my cat deck to be cats. And he is not a cat. He's only worth 30 cents, so he's not really worth that much. Exert him to create a white cat. Oh, sweet. It's exert and not exhaust. So he can just do this. He doesn't untap during your next untap step, but you can exert, skip next turn, exert, skip next turn. You can just shit out cats. But if you want to get the cycling, you have to cycle them from your hand. So it's either or. I like this cycling though. Cats you control gain hexproof and indestructible. So it's like heroic intervention just for my cats. I'm gonna put that in my cat deck. Let's go here we go. Let's put that in the playable pile. It's specifically playable because I want to make a deck with all cats. So except him, obviously. Spire Mech Cycle. I like the premium on this. This is super cool. Alt art, premium treatment, 4 and a red. Haste, exhaust, tap another untapped mount or vehicle you control. It becomes an artifact creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on it for each mount and or vehicle you control other than this vehicle. It's got crew 2 and it's a 5/4. It's it's okay. It's okay. Like the art though. Looks really cool. Got a Scoured Barrens. And we got a token. All right. We're not getting any spice here. Got nothing worth more than like $4 or $5. Bounce off. Collision Course. Clamorous Ironclad. 3 in a red. Menace, crew 3, cycling for 1 red. 6/3 vehicle. Risky shortcut. I think this is playable. It's going to go in the playable pile. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm silly. 2 in a black for draw 2 cards, and each player loses 2 life. So I get to do 2 damage to everybody, and I get 2 cards. I like it. I like it. Pothole Mole. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. Then you may return a land card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Dynamite Diver. Avishkar Raceway. I think, did we see this one already? Start your engines, add a colorless, max speed, 3 and tap, discard a card, draw a card. No, I don't think we saw this one, but we saw one that's somewhat similar to that. Canyon Vaulter. Is that the Joker? Core Pilot. Whenever this creature saddles a mount, crews a vehicle during your main phase, that mounted vehicle gains flying until end of turn. Okay, I like that. Autark Mammoth. When this creature enters, whenever it attacks, wild saddle, create a 3/3 green elephant creature token, saddle 5. It's a 5/5 for 4 and 2. It's a 5/5 for 4 and green. Reef Roads. We've already seen this. We already had one of these. Push it to the limit. Ugh, that's where our other rare should have been. That means we've only got one rare in this pack, I think. Unless the unless the premiums are rare. Return all mount and vehicle cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sacrifice them at the beginning of next end step. Vehicles you control become artifact creatures till end of turn. Creatures you control gain haste till end of turn. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Wastewood Verge. Womp, womp, womp. It's probably $3. Wow, we really biffed hard on this, huh? Really biffed hard. It's $6. Another one with really cool alt art. And we got not that one. All right, well, I mean, you know, win some, you lose some, I guess. Oh, hey, there's another guy back here. A foil mythic. Please be worth something. Please be a good boy. Ketramose the New Dawn. 1 and a white and a black for a 4/4. Right off the bat, that's well costed. Legendary God. Menace, lifelink, indestructible. It can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. However, whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Okay. Well, so the question is, how do I get the cards into exile? I guess that's for me to find out. Ketramose. Oh, mommy. 44.88. There we go. Bada bing. Bada bing. 44.88. That's what we were looking for. Oh, that's a pretty... I'm not sure. I mean, you know, it's okay on that one. I don't know what this gold border thing is, though. I guess that's something we'll see maybe in the collector booster, but hey, that did it for us right there. We did it. 44.88. Look at this. Down to the last 3 cards in our fucking bundle box here. And we were close on that one. So before Ketramose, we were really pushing it. We were really pushing our luck, weren't we? We had... So here's a Jungle Hollow. We just get a Jungle Hollow. Oh, look at this good boy. District Mascot. Look at this good boy. Oh my god. All right, so we got a couple Golgari lands, which is nice. I love Golgari. We got a nice little Jungle Hollow. I'm already running one of those. We got a Wastewood Verge. I think I'm running one of those. I might not be. I'm not sure. So before we got... Man, my throat's killing me. Saying all these card names. Okay. So before we got Ketramose, our beautiful baby here, was worth $40. Whoa. We had 4, 5, 4, 5. About like 12, $15 in value right here. And then we had a couple, you know, these are like $1 cards. A couple build around me guys that would be pretty fun. Colladin, Mendicant. These rares are not worth anything, I think. They're just bulk. A couple of these are worth maybe $1 or something like that. 40 cents. But Ketramose, my beautiful baby boy, came along and made it all worthwhile. 44.88. And the hair in there is free. 44.88. Menace Lifelink indestructible. But you have to get 7 cards in exile. Bajukabog? I don't know. How are you supposed to do it? I don't know. All right. Here's what you came for. Here's the main event. The shiny, shiny boy. Collector booster. Let's get in there. Whoa! I like that ring. Here it is. Shiny. Whatever the hell that thing's called. Aether Spark. Aether something. There's the beautiful little race symbol. All right. Collector booster. Let's get some better luck than we had on... Oh, it's from Japan. So you know what? I'm going to try to do the little trick here. I'm going to put 5 of them from the front to the back. I think that's the trick. Maybe I'll do 6 just to be safe. Because the cards you get from Japan, they're like, you know what? Boom. There's the good cards right up front. Actually, I just noticed this. Look how shiny the inside of the collector booster is versus the regular booster. I never noticed that before. Look at that premium treatment. Ooh la la versus garbage. Get this out of here. Nice. I'm going to put that on my shelf. Beautiful. Okay. Collector booster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 6 is too many, but you know what? That's okay. We're going to err on the side of caution. Dune Drifter. Plains in a swamp. X plains in a swamp. When it enters, return target artifact or creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ooh, I like that. Crew 2. Beautiful little crocodile. Oh, they're running away with the dude's leg. Look at that. They bit his leg off. And he's saying, give me back my leg. Vintage is back and it's hunting you. What? Somebody explain that to me. Air Response Unit. 2 and a white. Flying Vigilance 3/3 with Crew 1. Got our shiny planes. Full art. Beautiful basic planes. Autark Mammoth. We've seen that boy before. When it enters, whenever it attacks saddle, create a 3/3 green elephant creature. Sky Serpent Seeker. A forest and a blue. For a 1/1 flying death touch with exhaust 4. Reveal cards from top of your library to reveal 2 land cards. Put those land cards onto the battlefield tapped. And the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It's a flying snake. Spooky. Air Response Unit. Did we just get this boy? We did. Look at this. Air Response Unit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Camera launcher. We had that in our normal packs. Prowcatcher Specialist. Goblin Warrior, 1 and a red with haste. It's a 2/1. Exhaust, 3 and a red. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature, but you can activate each exhaust ability only once. I assume it's at instant speed because it doesn't say activate only at sorcery speed. Spectral Interference, 1 and a blue for an instant. Counter target artifact or creature spell unless its controller pays 4. Well, these are commons. I'm putting them in the wrong pile. Getting all confused here. All right, Spectral Interference. We got a foil Jungle Hollow. And I think we're going to start getting into the big boys here. So let's see. Token. Oh my god. Must be after the token. Curse Cloth Wrappings. Hello. I do have a zombie deck. 2 black for an artifact. Zombies you control get +1/+1. Target creature in your graveyard gains Embalm until end of turn. The Embalm cost is equal to its mana cost. I don't know what Embalm is. I also don't know if this is worth any money. Let's find out. It is not. I mean, it is worth $1. Yes, it's worth $1. $1.30. Watch out. What is embalm though? Embalm. Exile a creature card from your graveyard to create a mummified token version of that card. Okay. Oh, it's introduced in Amonkhet. But has no mana cost. It's a zombie, and it becomes a monocolored white creature. Okay, if you say so. All right, so that's not the big money. Let's see what's right after. I like the lotus in the middle there. Let's see what's after it. Unstoppable Plan. At the beginning of each end step, untap all non-land permanents you control. Come on! 2 and a blue. Is that Jace? It's gotta be Jace. 2 and a blue. Unstoppable Plan. $3.81. No one loves no one likes enchantments. If this was like 1 mana, people would be all over it. But 2 and a blue. And it's also non-land permanents. I thought it was untap all permanents you control. I was like, come on. Voyager Guide card. That looks like a spaceship. A 1 white, 2/3 vehicle. When it enters Scry 1, tap 3 other untapped creatures you control until end of turn. It becomes an artifact creature and gains flying and gets a +1/+1 counter. And you crew it for 1. Knocking shit down in my frustration. Voyager Guide card. That ain't it. 74 cents. Got one more card back here. We got two more cards back here. Let's see what they are. Come on. Gotta be better than that. Temit. Noctamoon's Will. This is the precon guy. And because he's the precon guy, he's probably not worth much money, but he's a cool dude. He's a zombie wizard. He's got Vigilance and Menace. Whenever you attack, you draw a card, then you discard a card. And whenever you draw a card, your zombies get +1/+1 until end of turn. So I think that, I mean, it doesn't say other than the first card you draw each turn. So it's whenever you draw a card. And he is worth 59 cents. Okay, last card magic. Here we go. That ain't it. I don't think that's it. Rakdos, Coalstone Gearhulk. Maybe it is it. I don't know. I don't know the set. 5/4, Menace Death Touch. When it enters, put target creature card with mana value 4 or less from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control with a finality counter on it. That creature gains Menace, Death Touch, and Haste. At the beginning of your next end step, exile that creature. I don't know. It looks cool. Coalstone Gearhulk. Are you going to save the day here? Nope. You are not. You are not going to save the day. Is $2. $2 whole. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's all we wrote today. So what did we learn? Collector boosters? Pretty much gambling. Bundles? Also pretty much gambling. It's all pretty much gambling. And if we had not gotten this one card, we would have been really in the hole. Would have been really bad. All right, so let's lay it all out. Let's lay it all out for whoever comes and says, you know what? I want to watch this video, but I am not going to watch 54 minutes of this bullshit. So let's just lay it all out for them. And to those of you who stuck with me the whole way, you are a real one. I love you. I'll see you when I'm losing money on the next pack. And until then, thank you for your service. There's our big hit right there. Ketramos. There's our other little baby hits right there. I don't even know how to do this. Okay. Speed Demon. Wastewood Verge. Willow Rush Verge. Ketramos. I think most of these are just kind of garbage, to be honest with you. You know what? I mean, I put some of them in sleeves. I don't even think they're worth very much money. So, all right. Here we go. I don't even know how to do this, but here it is. There's the cards. We got some cards in there here on the table. So for those of you who skipped to the end, thank you for at least clicking on the video and coming and hanging out for 10 seconds. This is the big winner. It's $44. This is like 4 or 5 for something like that. All of these are pretty much garbage. They're like $1 or $2. So that was the big one. See you next time. I am wasting money on cardboard.